Hello. Good evening. Is this scary enough for you? Hi. Happy Halloween. So a lot of people ask me, "Hey, how come you're not are you wearing a costume on Friday?" And I said, this is my costume. And when you think about it, we all wear costumes. What do you mean? Well, sometimes we wear these masks that hide who we really are. And so today, Halloween really is one of my personal favorite fake holidays, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Sweetest Day, every day, Valentine's Day, Halloween, but I do love Halloween. And part of it is I do have a sickness. I like being scared. I watch the scary movies, the gory movies, the monsters and the ghosts and then I used to like it for trick or treating because as a good parent, I always had to make sure the kids didn't have bad candy. So I had to make sure that, there's a lot of bad candies out there like Snickers and M&Ms and yeah, I think those are really the bad ones. So I wanted to share a little bit today about Halloween and how for some people Halloween is every day. So when you think about Halloween, what do you think about? You think about trick or treat, you think about being scared, you think about fun and laughter and kids. But for many of our seniors, it's just downright scary. And Halloween is very much like what their day is. You know that movie Groundhog's Day, where it's the same day over and over? Well, for many of our seniors, every day is a scary day for them. Every day is their Halloween. But they're scared of different things, not necessarily ghosts and monsters. They're scared of being alone. They're scared of not having enough food to eat. They're hungry. They're scared about where am I going to come up with the money to get my prescription drugs. So there's a difference between worrying and fearful, but they're really scared. And probably the number one thing I hear all the time is being scared of dying alone. So how does this all tie in? Well, it ties in because while we have fun on this day, there are many people who that that scare, that fearfulness, that uncertainty, that joint of adrenaline happens every day for many of our seniors. And it is really downright scary. And so over the last couple of Halloweens, just talking with people in general, with many, many seniors, that scariness that is fun for us on one day is what their lives are almost every day of just being afraid, being scared. And when we were kids at Halloween, when we got scared, maybe we had our big brother or our big sister or our mom or dad to comfort us and say everything's going to be all right. And for many of our seniors, they don't have that person. They don't have people who will tell them everything's going to be all right. Don't worry, you'll have food. Don't worry, you'll have the money for your prescriptions. Don't worry, you're not alone. There's no one to comfort them and reassure them that those masked monsters are going to get them because that's what they think about. And to me, that scares me that there are people out there who are scared that can't be comforted. Yeah, I'm probably one of those mean parents that used to jump out of around the corner and scare my kids and they but then I would comfort them and say everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, I'm laughing. How mean is that? But that feeling of reassurance and safety and comfort was there for them. And so I look at the Council on Aging as that safe place. to come and get comforted and to reassure people that we're going to do our best to make sure that you're not hungry. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared that you're not alone. We are here. There are people out there who care. We'll help you do what we can so you don't have to worry and be afraid of not being able to afford your medications. So, who we are is that parent or family member who reassures and comforts people when they're scared. And so, this Halloween, I look back on what things scared my grandparents and maybe even to my parents to this day. What scares them? And it's not monsters and ghosts. There are other scary things out there, and I really want seniors out there to know that we do live in a scary world. I think the real Halloween is next Tuesday. Um, where it certainly will be trick or treat. And unfortunately, for many of our seniors, they don't get the treat part of it, they get the trick. There's so many scams and people who take advantage and share bad information to our seniors that they're tricked often. And it's not that they're not smart, it's just the people who do the tricking are wearing the mask, are covering up who they are. And to me, that is scary. So I see a little bit of Halloween every day of my life. And there's a lot of scary things out there that aren't as they appear, just like in the movies. I used to tell my kids, it's only a movie, it's not real. And sometimes I want to tell our seniors, it's not real. Um, but for many of them, it is real. It's real. So this Halloween, um, let's give a little treat to our seniors. Let's let them know that um, when you're scared, there's people out here who will be there for comfort and security. Many of our seniors are isolated, they're alone. Um, they have many reasons to be scared. So think about it this year of throughout the whole year, that there's a little bit of Halloween in many of our seniors' lives every day, of looking over their shoulder, wondering what's coming next. So that little bit of anxiety, that excitement, that adrenaline rush that we get at Halloween, maybe when we go to a corn maze or a haunted house, there's a little bit of that rush is in seniors' lives every day. That little fear, that little anticipation, that little anxiety. And it's a scary world. It's scary for all of us. There's a lot of things to be scared about. But let me reassure you, there is nothing to be scared of because there is a lot of good. There's a lot of love, and there's a lot of people who care just like you do for our seniors, for one another. And so no matter what happens next Tuesday, trick or treat day, the real trick or treat day, it's not real. There's nothing to be scared about because we have one another. And when we rely on one another, those other things, yeah, okay, they scared us temporarily, but we've got the love of one another to reassure us that it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So, this is my mask. I scare people with it. I don't need to put something on. I am who I am. So, have a happy Halloween and a safe one. And yeah, if your kids do get the Snickers and the M&Ms, please don't let them eat them. They are not safe. Send them care of me at the Council on Aging, and I will check them out and make sure they're safe. I can guarantee you 100% they will not be safe, so they'll probably not leave my office. So have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend, and go out and vote. And then I'll see you next week, right back here on the COA channel. This has been rich, saying peace.